Maury, I promise I did save. Oh god, my camera framing is off like shit because I tried to fix it while I couldn't see what I was doing. Okay. Maury, I did save. Prince, we're starting now. Welcome in, Civ,
okay.
the voice in the sky.
Hello!
We're gonna be... The first part of the stream is probably legitimately just gonna be me editing this drawing. Oh my god, is that formerly known as Honey Heifer? I'm your biggest fan. Okay, because I gotta edit this if I'm gonna paint on it. But we're working on doing a painting tutorial today, kind of, maybe, hopefully. It depends how it goes, because we all know shit like that occasionally just goes wrong and we end up doing something completely different. Because we're all neurodivergent here.
Error occurred with the output caused by out-of-date video drivers? Excuse me? My drivers are up to date. You're lying to me.
I hate it when it does that shit. My fucking computer tries to tell me that, I don't have enough computing power to run Windows 11.
What?
Yeah. It tries to tell me my CPU isn't good enough. My, like, i7 Intel CPU.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try this again. Okay.
It's because they haven't entered the specs of that graphics card into the data. But it's mad at me for my CPU, not for my graphics card. It's mad at me about my CPU. I think that evened that out.
Oh boy, okay. Well,
yeah. Exactly! That's the, like, confusion, is like, why the fuck's it my CPU? That makes the least amount of sense. All I do for, like, the first 10 minutes of me starting a painting from a traditional sketch is just sit here and edit it until I have the most contrast between my lines and the paper background, so that way I can just remove the background all in one go without having to go in with an eraser.
Yeah.
Because Clip Studio Paint has this thing that converts opacity to transparency, where the lighter something is, it turns it transparent.
Yeah, Paint Tool Sai had that. It was called Luminance to Transparency. And I loved that feature, and Procreate does not have something like that, and it makes me really sad.
Yeah. I think that's good enough. Let's test it. Make the paper a little bit darker so I can see through. Yeah, it's convert brightness to opacity. And it turns out, like, pretty good every time. There's like generally a couple spots that'll be where like my picture wasn't great and you can see the texture of the paper.
Best drivers for your device are already installed. Okay, then what the fuck are you on about?
Have you restarted whatever application doesn't think it's installed?
Yes.
I got nothing then.
It's OBS.
Oh, fuck! Maybe you need to reinstall, like, not reinstall, but update OBS?
Maybe?
Shit. But yeah, I mean, well, you get to figure that out. I get to edit my image until it's something I'm gonna actually paint over. I've heard Windows 11 is gross. Eileen, do you run on Windows 11 or 10?
No, 10.
Okay.
I am probably not updating until I am forced to, much like I did with Windows 7.
I mean, yeah. Fair enough.
At least it's better than 8.
Is Maury here? I'm just gonna pretend they're not. This is the benefit of transferring traditional sketches into digital. There's all the errors you see in traditional sketches at the end, you can just fix.
Yeah.
Also, every time I look up at my OBS, I see the little pixelated rats that I made last time, and it makes me so happy.
They're so cute.
I adore them with my whole heart. Like, that's what I want to make a little, like, maybe it'll just be a little 2-frame opossum walk cycle. That way it'll, like, go, I'll actually be able to do it in a reasonable amount of time. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't Seraphina's new pants that I gave her. That's fine. It's before I designed that. I'll just make the color pattern the same. They just won't have the cool lace up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the difference?
Yeah, it's literally just minor design differences. Rending's literally sending me though. Prince is really just here for you. No, I don't think you understand. Like, legitimately, they're just here for you. They don't watch my streams anymore. What? They watched last night's stream because it was Elden Ring, and that was the only reason. Otherwise, they're normally asleep during my streams or watching other YouTubers.
Wow.
I know. They'll be literally in the next room through this wall watching YouTube.
SMH my head, Prince.
Mm-hmm. Only here for you. Surprised they're not just in your stream. Oh, yours hasn't started yet, that's probably why.
Yeah, because I'm... I guess I have to, like, reinstall OBS, which is...
fucking hassle.
Because, like, my video drivers are all up to date. Everything on my computer is up to date.
Mm-hmm.
It's just...
Hi, I literally listen to you live and live with you. Yeah, but you're not in my streams anymore. You're a mod.
Wow, 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 wow,
like...
wow, wow. I will say I'm gonna be spaghetti if this, like, resets everything.
It shouldn't. You should be able to, like, log in and have all your stuff.
I hope so.
I'm gonna start doing some background shit while I wait. And maybe go find some texture brushes.
Ooh.
Cause like I see this like 5-line and like 3-line brush that people use for like some texture stuff, and I'm like, rake brushes, hit me
I
up.
have a few of those, but I've never like tried to use them.
I love anything that gives me texture in digital painting, because that's something that's like harder, that's like doesn't come naturally for a lot of digital painting stuff, is just the texture. Like, you have
I like
to...
texture too, but like I was saying yesterday, I like need to get over that like perfectionism.
That's
with
what I'm
digital
here
painting.
for. That's what I am here for, baby.
Yeah.
Because fuck perfectionism.
It's like I always look at people's like digital paintings and whatever, and I'm like, wow, I'm over in that.
You cut out for a second. You what?
I'll look at other people's art, like digital rendering, and I'll be like, wow, I love the texture, but then I can't get myself
you
to
have
do that.
such nice like loose qualities in your sketches and stuff like that, that I truly think if you just start your renderings over sketches rather than line art, you'll feel less inclined to make things look perfect.
I've tried. I cannot figure out like a good process, I guess. Okay.
Like, admittedly, I literally just use like a simple round blending brush for my shit, which doesn't provide a lot of natural texture because it's just a round brush, which is why I want to get some texturing brushes in here. What I like about this brush, though, is it lets you do both soft and hard lines, like, with the same brush without having to transfer, because you can just do really light pressure and it'll blend beautifully, or you can do hard pressure and it'll give you a nice hard line.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if this wants to work now. It'd be very cool if it does.
Yeah. Actually, fuck this background. Hold up. I decided I don't like it. You know what we're doing? You know what we're doing today?
Huh?
We're digitally painting like we traditionally paint.
Did you say traditionally painting like we traditionally paint?
Digitally painting like we traditionally paint.
Okay.
Which means it's time for some bright wash colors in the background.
Okay, it is still not working.
I should be waiting. What, like, is it just saying, like, your drivers are fucked?
Yeah.
Could it be the program you're using to, like, project your screen?
No. Because I tried, like, shutting that down and everything, and that didn't...
Here, can you screen share on Discord so I can see what it says? I might be able to, I doubt it, but, like, it's better than nothing. You know? Oh god, I can't even read that. Make yourself bigger. Don't show non-video participants. An error has occurred with the output. This is usually caused by out-of-date video drivers. What the fuck? Is it just when you hit go live or when you do the art?
Yeah. It's when I hit go live.
Damn, what the fuck? That's... You might need to try rebooting your computer, honestly. I've never had that issue. Weird.
Oh!
You got it?
I got it.
Okay, wonderful.
Thank you, Reddit.
Reddit solves everything. Oh, cool. Prince, you want to do mod shit? Thank you, Prince. Okay. I want to have your stream pulled up, that way I can like see what's going on and see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Why not follow you?
Do you not?
I legitimately could swear that I'm following you because I've gotten notifications. It doesn't say you're live yet. Yeah, there it is. I am following you. I knew that.
Okay.
I knew I was following you. Listen, that scared me. I just had to like refresh my Twitch page.
I know you do, Prince.
Okay. I have my thing set up because like when I say we're gonna paint like I traditionally paint, I mean like oil paint traditional.
Alright.
which involves base layers. But because we're not oil painting, fuck using just burnt sienna. I am using orange though, but that's just because I'm on an orange kick right now.
Me get my life together here.
You're good. I also do really like your little part-time artist, full-time disaster.
Thank you.
I think that's very cute.
That's just what I am.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense, but it's also very cute.
Okay. Oh, I'm still playing my Spotify. Let's switch to Spyro music.
Spyro! I like how you just have your, like, Final Fantasy 14 characters up in the corner.
Yeah, that's who I'm gonna be attempting to paint.
Ah, that makes sense. References.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, what I end up doing is this, like, base coat of generally some bright ass color. Like, I try not to make it neutral, because neutrals are, like, if it pops through because you didn't paint it all 100%, it's gonna be something that's interesting. You can also pick a color that, like, speaks with your character, like a red or something for her.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. And try to make it, like, because you have my stream pulled up. Like, do you see how, like, it's slightly varied?
Yes.
Yeah. I would see if you can use the jitter brush that I have that I sent you, that I think you were able to download. The one that I sent you a while ago. That I made in Photoshop.
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Yeah. What I need to do is I need to change the shape of this mixing brush that I have and make it a rouleau triangle. Because
yeah, this one is like very like simple.
Yeah.
Although I've downloaded a lot of brushes, don't mind me.
You're good.
There's
Anything with like a kind of mild color jitter, I would recommend, because, you know, when you're traditionally painting, you go back to pick up a color, it's always slightly different because you have something else on your brush.
Yeah, I know one of these is, I just have to find it.
I like using that, especially when I'm starting. If I have something that needs to be a very specific color, I'll stop using a jitter brush. Like, generally for skin tone, I'll let it, all be, like, the same color, because otherwise it just kind of looks a little weird, or it'll look a little jaundiced, or because it'll be too yellow. You know?
Yeah.
101 brushes. Yeah, that's a good textured brush. I like that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that'll help on... Texture brushes will help you keep it loose as well. Yeah.
That is what I need to work on.
Yeah. And then what I do next is I will have... Because I switch between, like, the two like background, foreground colors a lot. Because I'll be working with two colors and, like, blending them or, like, carving. Do you understand what like, does that a term that makes sense to you, like, carving out shapes?
Yes. Okay.
I have to make sure that sometimes I'm not just speaking in weird languages, but because I am psychotic and I do all of this on one layer.
That's gonna be hard.
You don't have to join me in that, but I will say try and minimize your layers.
I know, it is something that...
Like, don't have a layer for every color, let them kind of bleed together. But like background, foreground layers, like yeah, go fucking crazy. But I'd say keep it below like 5.
Okay.
I also color the sketch, a darker color of whatever the background color is. And set it to multiply, but that's just, again, this is just what my process normally is. If there's something about my process that you decide you don't like, you're free to change it.
I am up for trying new things.
Yeah.
We're here to learn.
Half the time I end up ditching the sketch anyway with this. This just helps me see it better. So then in that background, I'll have 2 colors. I'll get a lighter version of the color, almost as if you were wiping away parts of the like wash from the canvas. And then a darker version. And I'll start doing basic lights and darks.
Also, I'm gonna be asking you to repeat yourself a lot.
That's fine.
It's the ADHD. Can you say that again?
Yeah, I'll get 2 colors, one that's lighter than the background, like a whiter lighter rather than like a color lighter, and like more neutral, and then a darker, generally more saturated, version of the background color. And I'll use that to start carving out just simple lights and darks. Like, literally just basic shapes. Start getting, like, an idea of, like, the light source.
Okay, you'll have to show me what you mean.
Yeah. And I do this
like
on
I understand, it's just like...
Yeah. It's just the, like, I would like an example of this kind of thing.
Yeah. And you're not too worried about, like, staying in the lines.
Oh, absolutely not. Because this is all gonna end up changing. Like, this is all gonna end up edited. Like, I'm gonna go over the background, probably make it a slightly different color and stuff like that. Like, things are going to change. This is, like, just rough shapes.
Okay.
Like, I'm going to go in and, like, actually, like, render this. So everything just needs to kind of have an idea of what's going on. And like, I'm just doing kind of basic lighting for the...
That explains it. I'm on the wrong...
What kind of lighting do I want for this, actually? Maybe I want something different. Hold up. I also do this to test out light sources and how I want the lighting done.
That's smart.
Yeah. Actually, wait. Go back to all of that. I'm just gonna... Wait. Hold on. Okay. Never mind. Well, duplicate that layer. So we're gonna... What if we just... Yeah, at this point, I do not worry about staying in lines or, like, really making it neat at all, because this is just sketching with color.
Okay.
Like, it's the same idea as when you're mapping out, like, the general, like, oh, here's the line of action and stuff like that. Like, it's pretty much the same. Simple, fast. I like to do a few ideas if I don't have a solid, like, goal in mind. Because, like, with the other painting I did of Seraphina where she was sitting at the counter, I, like, knew exactly what the lighting was gonna look like when I started that one.
Mm-hmm.
This one I don't really know. But I like weird lighting angles, so. I had to duplicate the thing again. It's fine, I copied it. I'm actually gonna get a more yellow highlight color because that might be more interesting. How are you doing? Yeah. And you can keep it like rough and loose as if this is almost like a reference, a referential thing. Like, I'm just gonna look at this to figure out what my idea was so I don't forget.
Right. Prince, I hope you like Spyro music.
Prince will be happy with the video game music. Sometimes, if you're having trouble coming up with like something that looks good, working with the light instead of the shadow first helps.
Yeah. I've seen that done. I can't recall if I've tried it before.
Yeah. Because it's easier to make things more interesting with light than it is with shadow.
Right.
And if the light is interesting, then the shadow will be too. I also, and this is something I'm still kind of trying to figure out how to make it work really well, but I've been attempting to do almost like glazing techniques in digital art, which is just like layers. It's just layers. It's an excuse to use layers.
Like how?
Like, I've been doing that where I'll be doing my rough lights and darks like this, and then I'll go in and kind of render my lights and darks using color instead of black and white, because a lot of people will use this technique through black and white, which I think kind of sucks the life out of shit. Personally, I don't like using black and white. That's just me. Some people can do it really well. Some people, it makes their paintings look really dull and kind of
muddy.
lifeless. Yeah, and muddy. Some people just don't know how to do it properly, and that's what bothers me, is that people like advertise it as a quick fix for your rendering. It's like, no, it takes a while to learn how to actually do it. But I was saying something, I completely forgot what it was. I'll essentially do a similar process with colors, but with using bright colors as the lights and darks instead of black and white. Yeah, I know. I can just pick the brush that says render and just drag it over and get like a perfectly rendered painting. That's how digital art works.
Totally.
It's so much easier than traditional art because the computer does all the work. But I need to like remember to check on you. Yeah, if you want to pick like a nice, I like end up doing a neon highlight color at the end. I tell myself I'm gonna be like, oh, I'll just like use it like if I was wiping away and stuff. And I'm like, no, bright fucking yellow.
Also,
Yeah.
like if you have any like critiques or anything, like feel free.
Yeah. I honestly
I only
would
vaguely know what
yeah.
I'm doing.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. I would honestly say, like, don't worry as much about if it's perfect. Like, you keep undoing and redoing the same thing. Um, just get it done.
That is a very much a force of habit from digital art.
Yeah. Like, just commit. Unless it's like, oh, this is just straight up in the wrong place. At this stage, just commit.
I don't like commitment.
It will be fixed later. If it's slightly wrong, if it's out of the lines, if it's not in the exact right place, but it's close enough, it will be fixed in later stages that I'm gonna go over, like, literally in like a minute. Like, this is just essentially a color map. Or like a lighting map. And that's it. Like, I generally try and get this part done, like, as quick as possible, almost. I'll also fuck with the background a little bit to make it almost match the lighting.
I've also just like never been particularly good with lighting and light sources.
Yeah, that's when just references come in handy. Like,
Yeah.
I legitimately think the reason that I got... Because I didn't used to be good with lighting and light sources, and then I did a lot of live painting. I just painted from models because I was able to have access to that through school. And that... Because we would have these, like, direct lights and stuff on them, like, it just gave me a really good sense of, like, general lighting. I also just break everything down into their basic shapes and work big shapes to small shapes. Like, there is a I could break this down into like 3 more steps. Starting with like, oh, do a gradient in the direction of your lighting. That's just half of this page is gonna be darker, half of this page is gonna be lighter. Then go in and block out your biggest shapes. This side of the body is going to be dark, make that whole body have the shadow in it. Then go back in with your neutral color and carve out what you don't think is going to be there and like make it your basic shapes. The thigh, it's a cylinder. It's a fucking cylinder, that's it. Like, the face has quite a few more planes on it, but you can still break it down into a couple planes and get it worked in. It also might help for you to stay looser if you use a bigger brush. Like, if you just make your brush bigger, force yourself to go outside of the lines because you can't keep it in with the brush size.
Right.
Let me know when you're ready for the next bit, because it's just gonna...
I'm basically ready.
Yeah. Because that, like, around now is when I'll go in and this is when I'll start color picking and being like, okay, well, this needs to be a little bit more blended. This angle isn't quite right for this. And, like, adding more lights and shadows and, like, being more specific about it and about, like, how it's gonna end up looking. And actually, like, this is when I'll start vaguely worrying about, this kind of needs to be, like, in the lines. And it's still kind of, like, looser because this is not the only time we're gonna go back in and render this and replace stuff and, like, make sure things are in the proper place. This is not the last time we're gonna do it, so it still doesn't have to be super perfect. It can still be messy, it can still go outside of the lines. But this is like our first bit of making sure things are in the right place, adding the smaller shadows and the smaller highlights and stuff.
Okay.
I don't fix the hair at this point, like legitimately, but that's also because my character has messy ass fucking hair. Like, that's just easier to do later. Like, if I just keep a messy outline for her. Because I barely fucking outline her hair at this point anyway. But I'll narrow down, like, oh, this is what's in light and this is what's not.
Are you still using a jitter brush?
Yes. I use a jitter brush for this whole ass process. I do not switch off my jitter brush. And I don't worry about having things blended well, either. Even if it's something that's like, oh, this is going to eventually need to be blended. I still like seeing the brush strokes at this point. Because that's what helps make it look natural, is being able to have some of those visible brush strokes.
Okay.
But I'll like actually like lower my brush size and go in and like carve stuff in the background to make it actually like fit in my sketch a little bit better. But essentially try and keep the biggest brush size that you can have manageable. You know?
Yeah.
And sometimes there are parts that I just barely touch because I liked how they looked when they were rough, and I'm like, okay, I want to keep that natural like bit in there from when it was rough because I think it turned out well. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like most of the torso for what I'm doing, I thought turned out really well. There was just a couple bits where I wanted to stretch and shrink some of the highlights and the shadows. But I also find it helpful to not stay in one place for like super long and to kind of keep moving around the painting. Because like one thing specifically with traditional art is trying to keep everything at like the same level of doneness.
Right.
Which helps a lot with keeping things cohesive. So that's why I tend to work in like phases. I find it so weird watching people with Procreate draw without like seeing their hands moving stuff. There's something about it that just like it just looks so funny to me because I'm so used to like PC drawing programs where you can't move stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like every time you zoom in and out, it rotates just even like a little bit.
I move mine around a lot.
Yeah.
But that's something that I really love about Procreate.
Mm-hmm. It honestly like looks like you're almost done with this phase. Like legitimately.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because this is when I start like fixing whatever background I just fucked up by coloring back in that now it looks weird. Because sometimes the background will be like, that brush was way too small for what I did there, and now it doesn't look cohesive with everything else, so I'll just blend it out. So it doesn't look like I just outlined the whole thing. And this is when I'll start working in, like, color layers. Like, legitimately, the layer title. Color. And I still try and work with, like, still, like, slightly more, like, not the exact local color. I'll try and, like, put it in the direction of whatever lighting I'm working with.
Yeah.
And I generally also end up with a lower opacity of the, like, color over. And I also don't make this, at this point of me putting in the colors, perfect. And I do it all on the same layer. Like, I still want things to overlap. I want bits of that background to show through. It's so light when I have such a dark color with it.
Okay, so you said you're doing a color layer?
Yeah, but I don't think that's what I used last time because it's looking weird as shit. I can't remember. I think I legitimately just colored it in on a normal layer and then found what looked the best afterwards. Because that sounds like something I would do. Because, like, this process changes almost every time I do something.
Yeah. The digital art experience, really.
Yeah. And
I've also, like, never used the color layer type, so...
Yeah, it literally just colors over stuff, but, like, sometimes it makes the values weird. Like, it doesn't add value into it. So, like, if we're trying to make something darker, then it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And I still do this all with color jitter as well. And I also don't worry about coloring in the lines at this point either. We're going to go around and kind of erase it. We still want to keep, like, loose brush strokes. And I also, like, don't do, like, the small details at this point either. I do the block colors. I do, like, skin, clothes, and hair. I don't worry about eyes, eye color, the whites of the eyes, even, like, blush at this point.
Okay. Are you using a color layer right now?
No, I'm just doing it on a normal layer, and then I'm gonna figure out what layer type ends up looking the most interesting.
Okay.
But this is generally just how I accomplish local color while keeping some semblance of the underpainting beneath it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll merge them and continue working. Sometimes I'll add some more colors in on the color layer for some like light and shadow, like a blue or something interesting that's slightly different than what I have in the background. I can't figure out what I used and why this isn't wanting to work with me. But as with almost all digital art, it's a lot of just fucking around and figuring it out.
Experimentation.
Yup. I might just end up leaving it on a normal layer and just lowering the opacity. And then probably throwing some purples in there. Because who am I if I'm not putting purple in my paintings? Any questions? Anything that I need to repeat?
Not any questions, more so maybe just comments.
Go for it.
Sometimes I don't like the colors that the color jitter picks.
Oh yeah, I'll occasionally just be like, that's a bad one, and just color over it.
Like with red, I'm getting a lot of these like yellow brown kind of colors, and I'm like,
Sometimes
I don't
I'm
like those.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, that's why I try and do stuff like holding down the pen as long as I can, especially if I get a color that I like, without picking up my brush as much.
Yeah.
Like if I'm working with one of those colors where some of the ones that it dispenses are like, that's kind of fucking gross.
Yeah, like this is like poop brown right here.
Yeah. And then I'll just kind of tap it until I find a color that I like and color it over. Terry, how are you doing? We do have a friend with us today. We have Civ.
Hello, I am friend.
That is friend. So we got two friends. I was just thrown off by Annie sitting over here sleeping on my sleeping. I'm like, what is in my space? I felt like there was something there because I looked at it and it's like cutting into my camera and it fucking startled me. Pupper is super bummed and doesn't want to eat. Pupper doesn't understand that he can't walk for a little while for his own health. I try to do shadows and stuff with like saturated colors. Like very saturated colors. And I'll like do some shadow work and stuff on the color layer before I combine them to make sure that those like dark darks and light lights are actually visible. Because like in my opinion, the hair is too light right now. Like it needs to be a lot darker in general. Like for mine. So I need to go in and add those darks. And also erase some stuff. So I kind of need to, like, erase back into my lines a little bit. While the sketch doesn't generally survive this process. Are the bots being have? Yes, the bots are being have. We haven't had any more bots. Getting on the bed is also very weird for him because of the bandages. Oh. Terry's dog had to have like a, what was it, a mass removal? Terry's dog had to have surgery. And is upset about the fact that they're on activity restriction now.
Aww.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, what is your skin tone?
Mood. Yeah, Paul Lump had to go. Also, as I get into the, like, lights and darks of stuff, that's when I'll start adding blush and, like, more detailed local color. You know what I mean when I say local color, right? Eileen?
Huh?
Do you know what I mean when I say local color?
Vaguely.
Local color, like, as in, like, the color that it actually is when it's not impacted by any lighting.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, the color that the thing is, not the color of the light shining on it.
Right.
Or the color of the shadows acting on it. Yeah, I'll go back in with my highlight and shadows. And fuck around with stuff. Make sure that they're actually showing off properly. Because they like to turn muddy in this process sometimes. You gotta bring them back to life. Who's the voice in the void? The voice in the void is Siviana. She's also a Twitch streamer. Thank you, Maury. If you check the Discord announcement, you will see a link to their Twitch stream.
I am vaguely a streamer.
She, her, yes. It is still she, her, right, Eileen? You haven't had that much of a gender crisis yet?
Yeah.
Thank you, Prince. I say yet because, like, I mean, with me, Mish, Patty, you're next in line, because I'm pretty sure Noah's not gonna have his gender crisis.
Probably not.
You're next in line for your gender crisis. Am I even wrong?
No comment.
But yeah, the next step after this is literally merge layers and then just do the render. Just do the thing. Just don't make it perfect.
Do the thing.
Yup. Go in and just make the bigger shapes. The way that I think about it is legitimately just make the bigger shapes smaller and more complicated shapes.
Yeah, I guess that's how it goes.
Do I need to explain it in a slightly different way? Because I have a couple other options.
No, like, I understand that well enough.
Okay. Yeah. Just start with simple shapes and make them more complicated. And add... I I like to add some kind of bounce light that's contrasting to the background. So I'm probably gonna do blue, because blue. I'm actually gonna add that in now.
Hey girl, I got you blue.
Yeah, I got you blue. Want some fuck. I think the surgery is gonna be great, Terry. I'm very happy for you. This is your, like, hysterectomy consult, right? Hi, welcome to I Know a Lot of Things Sometimes. But I also just like adding some weird colors into the shadows. It helps things stay alive. If that makes sense.
Yes.
Check that out again. Yeah. And then once you like lower the opacity of that, you'll see the shadows peeking through. And then you'll be with a slightly more... It'll make all of the colors look like the same kind of light is acting upon them. You know?
Yeah.
And things still don't have to be, like, perfectly in the lines. They just kind of gotta be vaguely in the lines. Because the lines are eventually gonna go away anyway. In all likeliness, if you end up liking it better without lines. Because sometimes it still needs the lines a little bit to behave. Like, I would keep the outline of the hair, like, rougher, because I like making hair weird. And go. I barely do hairlines at this point. Because shit's just gonna not look like... It's hard for me to outline hair, I think is the thing. You know?
Yeah.
Also, in the shadow transitions of the skin, if you add a warm tone, it makes it look more natural because the skin is mildly translucent. So it refracts a little bit where the light transitions to shadow. Especially if it's a hard line. Also occasionally just block out colors and with a lasso tool if a single color needs to change, but I don't want to change the brush strokes or have to repaint it. And I'll just fucking hue shift that shit. Because we might be painting like we're doing this shit traditionally, but we gotta remember we are doing it digitally and we do have access to digital tools.
Right.
Like, I don't think this is the right fucking skin tone, so...
Prince, I don't know when you said that, but thank you. I'm like... I don't know.
Yeah. Lower the opacity until you can see the lights and shadows decently well. And they, like,
I just feel like it gets lost. Like, the color gets lost if I lower it.
Yeah, we're not going to just be color picking. We can add some of that, like, color back in when we combine the layers.
Okay.
Like, I'll generally lower the opacity and then mess with it more to try and make the colors show while it's still different layers. Like, I'll add higher saturation stuff. and like darker colors when needed.
So like, does that look about right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna merge mine and start messing around. With some more detailed stuff. Shit! I forgot to take Claritin before I started. Now my eyes itch.
Oh no.
Because I was outside today. Actually existing as far. I bought another thing at the vintage store.
Oh, what did you buy?
A real leather skirt.
Ooh.
It comes to like mid-thigh. And it's one of the skirts that like, it's like tight at the waist and then it kind of like, doesn't like, it's not form-fitting, but it's not puffy. It kind of almost gives you form. So.
Jealous?
Yeah. And then
I've still been thinking about that that red tailcoat.
You should email or call her and see if she still has it, because I haven't seen it in the store. But it might be in the back.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's probably in the back, but like, I don't know if it would fit me. I need to visit you so we can go again.
Yes! Do it. You should... Oh my god, I feel like one of the kids at my work, because this is how they take their meds. They're given these little cups, and they all just... like, essentially shot their meds back. And they'll... Some of them legitimately impress me, because they'll have, like, 7 pills in there, and they'll take them all at once. They'll put it in the little cup, and they'll just... and then drink some water and just swallow it. And I'm sitting here like... Bro, I understand that you do this, like, twice a day, but what the fuck?
I'm really bad at taking pills, but my family also has a history of very
yeah, your family
narrow
has like
esophaguses. Like both of my parents and my oldest brother have all had surgeries to get their esophaguses stretched.
Yeah, you're probably gonna have to get that, aren't you?
Huh?
Aren't you probably gonna have to get that?
Eventually. Like, I wouldn't doubt it because I choke on my drinks a lot. And, like, taking pills is hard.
Yeah.
But okay, so after you lower the opacity, then what do you, like, go on to do?
I merge the layers. Because working on one layer... I know. I merge the layers, and then I go in and start adding the details of the shadow, start adding the dark darks and the light lights. Like, if you look right now, I'm working on the, like, facial features, which is gonna be easier to, like, see what I'm doing. Where I start adding, like, I'll color pick, and then I'll go darker from what's there to kind of keep that natural, like, painted look to it. And I'll start giving it, like, more shadows and more highlights and start, like, blending stuff more if it's not going to be a hard shadow.
Okay.
Yeah. I still color pick my highlight, though, out of, like, whatever random leftover bright lights I can find. And you just kind of start carving out some of the more detailed things. And I still don't go super detailed all at once in a single area. I try and move it around so I don't get, like, so I don't overwork it. That way, if I back up at a point and that it's all kind of done to the same point and I like it, I can just leave it like that without being like, oh, but this one part is super rendered and the rest of it is loose but rendered at a point that I like, but I can't, like, unrender this, you know?
Right.
I'll also start adding, like, the more local colors that I didn't do before, because I always skip some of the smaller things, like Seraphina's, like, scar from where she got, you know, bit on the neck by a giant werewolf.
Oh, you know.
You know! Just girly things!
Just girly things.
Yeah, we got you, Prince and Mori in chat right now. I'm pretty sure that's it at the moment. Because I'm streaming at a normal human time and I'm streaming a normal human thing, so nobody's here. But hey, I got my regulars and that's all I need. Now you snap me back.
I need to get into a maybe semi-normal streaming schedule. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know.
I was ready to be mad at this motherfucker for snapping me back like 3 to 4 hours after I sent him a time-sensitive message. And the only reply is, you look very pretty today. And I'm like, well, damn it. Now I can't be mad at you. Yeah, Terry's just getting fucking everything ripped out. Terry's getting the uterus, fallopian tubes, and cervix just all gone. In the trash. Just buckets. Eggs are saying
I'm kind of jealous. I don't need them.
I straight up kind of want a hysterectomy. Like, same
dude,
thing.
I do for sure. Like,
yeah. Cause it's like, I either want, like, a hysterectomy or just get my fucking tubes tied. Honestly,
the only problem is doctors are always like, ooh, but
have you
your future partner.
Have you looked on the, like, Reddit page that's, like, child-free? Cause they'll have, like, a list of local, I believe they have, like, a Google Doc of, like, here are all the doctors by region that will fucking do permanent birth control, like tire tubes and stuff, like tubal litigation in your area, and that will do it, and we know we'll do it.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. One of the
docs. I mean,
some
of that shit. It's wild to me because some of that shit you can have reversed anyway, can't you?
I don't think you can have the tubal litigation reversed. You can have a vasectomy reversed. That might be what you're thinking.
Yeah,
of.
some of it.
Yeah. Well, vasectomy is male birth is like male.
Yeah.
Exclusive. Yeah, it's just like, I'm gonna stick with my IUD for now just because, like, 5 years is a fucking long ass time. I saw someone in your chat say that they wish they were a goblin. Like, all I could see was goblin from, like, where I have everything pulled up. I'm like, what? Is someone talking about me?
El Panda, bro.
Don't we all wish we were
that
goblins?
That sounds familiar. Ollie?
Eileen's trying to figure out who the fuck this is.
Because I linked my stream in a couple friend servers.
Yeah, as you should.
And I know someone... that, has that name somewhere.
I'm trying to remember who.
But I don't remember. Also, hi, Noah. Yes, it is Oldfield. The mega bitch herself.
Hey, Noah. Report the doctor to, like, the rest of that Reddit, though. Like, legitimately. If they're not actually.
Well, if El Panda Bro is Ollie, He just said in another chat, he's playing Overwatch and he said, "At least I don't say Pog when I come" is going over really well as an Overwatch insult.
Damn. I've been seeing my primary psychologist therapist center for years. That helped. Got referred to a trans-friendly gyno that approved it. Showed my history. Fucking PowerPoint presentation, therapist letter, and she totally agreed with me. Everyone else had good luck with that first one, but I sure as hell didn't. It might have been the fucking trans shit. Hey, Panda! Welcome in. Also, to everyone that's in chat right now, if y'all have any good ideas, I'm not sure if y'all saw my message and ideas and feedback, but if y'all have any good ideas for rewards for follower or subscriber goals, my current thing that I'm running with right now is at 300 followers, I'll do like an actual fucking Elden Ring stream other than me deciding that I'm done dying to the same fucking mini-boss 20 times in a row and just quitting. Like I'll actually make it like a 3+ hour stream, as my streams are supposed to be. Apparently mine works with the old one. I asked her to work with the other surgeon because I don't want the other one around me. Fair enough. I love mentally trying to figure out whether or not something's going to be in light or shadow, and my brain just stops functioning for a second.
It's okay. I have no idea what I'm doing right now.
Yeah. Guess who got off work 2 hours late because shitty coworkers and now there's no Uber's picking up and I really don't want to take the bus, but I might have to. No! Hey, Zix! How are you doing? Oh, fuck! My brain was just like, I'll erase this. That's all the same layer, dumbass. As soon as she came in, asked my name and pronouns because, oh, amazing. Why did you, like, just wake up? It's, like, almost 4. I don't know what time zone you're in anymore. I don't know. It's almost, like, what, 3 for you or something? Why did you just wake up? How late were you awake last night? It's really hot, and I'm so tired, and Starbucks isn't open, and I'm so upset. Why isn't Starbucks open? It's only, like, 5 o'clock! Well, when you go to sleep at 8 a.m. Okay, yeah, I can't even disagree with that because I wake up at 3 p.m. when I go to sleep at 8 a.m. Like, that's understandable. I'm gonna check in on she looks angy.
Oldfield?
Yeah.
She's always angry.
Yeah, I figured.
You can blame Bragg's character.
Why, does he just piss her off constantly?
Yes. They piss each other off.
Yeah.
They're
honestly,
exes.
It's looking good, though.
Thank you.
I think you're doing a good job. I think the color jitter is helping you stay a little looser. Because I can tell that this is a lot looser than what you normally do.
It's funny because you can just kind of, like, tell the difference in our, like, digital processes.
Oh,
just
yeah.
Looking
We're
between
literally
these 2 pieces.
We're literally doing the same process and it still looks so different, which is something I love about fucking art and shit like that. It's like 2 people can take the same steps and come up with 2 very different things. I'm glad I made that PowerPoint printed out, how to folder stuff. I do that when I did that. I used to make PowerPoints when I was a kid when I was trying to convince my parents of something. It's my whole family did that. Whenever we would, like whenever we were asking specifically my mother for something, we would always make a PowerPoint presentation, plug it into the TV, and like put on a full presentation and shit. I did it to try and get a ferret. Actually, no, I wrote a paper to try and get a ferret. I did a PowerPoint presentation for a trip. I was like 18. I still was like, I still was there. Zixios! I said Zixios.
That's
not Zixios.
really funny.
Like, legitimately, my brother did the same thing when he was planning his trip, because we both went on trips to Europe when we graduated high school, because we both went, that sounds like a... Because Chris did it, and then I'm like, that looks like fun, and then I wanted to do it too, because I'm the youngest sibling.
Of course.
And so we both did full fucking PowerPoint presentations with the person we were planning on doing the trick with to present it to our parents. It worked. Like, we had everything figured out. We had a plan. We had a fucking itinerary in the presentation.
That's dedication.
If you ever wonder where my mild neuroticism comes with, like, some things, specifically when it comes to, like, schedules and, like, to-do lists and plans, where, like, occasionally I'll be like, okay, what time are we doing this? Where are we meeting? When are we leaving? Whose car are we taking? If you ever wonder where all of that comes from, it comes directly from my mother. Like...
No, I get that.
It's useful.
My procrastination and everything else comes from both of my parents.
Yeah.
Because they are always late to everything.
I don't know whether I'm disappointed or impressed because I can't do presentations. How can you not do presentations? I used to never plan my presentations when I was in high school. What I would do is I would type up vague, like, oh, here are the vague points of stuff, and then I would copy and paste my source text into the notes bar, and then I wouldn't read it, but I would, like, look at it and then remember what it is about because I had already read it, and then I would just talk. That might be why I'm a good Twitch streamer.
Dude, all the way through fucking college, I would have to make a script and read directly from the script because as soon as I got up front, my mind would just completely blank on everything.
I did the same in the 4th year of college. Still works. It works all the way through college, worked all the way through high school. Like, it is what I've always done. Because, to be fair, I sound so shit when I'm reading from scripts. Like, especially if it's my first time reading the scripts, it's like, I sound bad. I sound robotic. I don't sound how I normally am, and it's not engaging. And I am capable of being a very engaging person. So, I just wing it. It's
yeah, no, I literally can't do that. I had a teacher in 9th grade, an English teacher, that forced us to, it was like a presentation, but without a PowerPoint. Like, all you could have were note cards. I got up there, and I was stuttering and shaking so bad, and kept, like, saying these, vocal tics, so I kept saying, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was my, like, I guess vocal tic at the time. Or my filler.
Yeah.
And she interrupted me at one point and said, yeah, we know.
Oh.
And I cried.
Ugh. See, like, the thing is, like, I get so anxious about presentations. Like, I'll start shaking and stuff, and, like, I'll be anxious as shit. But the second I start, like, talking, I calm down. Like, if I'm reading from a script, I stay anxious the entire time. Because I'm like, what if I mess up my script? I don't have a plan for if I go off script on accident or anything like that. But if I don't have a script, I can't be anxious about not following the script!
I am anxious regardless. Like, I literally just... I can't, man.
Yeah, I get that. Like, I understand
Presentations were my autistic nightmare.
Yeah, I did have to do a timed presentation once in a fucking art class. I had to do a timed presentation about myself in an art class. I straight up, because Noah was in that class. Noah will remember this. I straight up gave Noah step-by-step instructions of how to help me if I start having a panic attack.
Aww.
Because, like, I can do a fucking presentation, but if you put a timer on it, a strict, like, it was like a 3-minute timer, too. If you put, like, I think it was actually 7, but it had to be, like, at least that long, but no longer kind of thing, and I'm like, this is the worst. This is the worst. I have to talk about myself with pictures and my history with art and what I did with pictures for, like, 1 minute, finish the painting, go. It's done. It's done already. If you're gonna fucking time me by 1 minute, it's done. Fuck you. That's the thing about how... I know, it was legitimately so bad. Because, like, Did you ever do like the time to multiplication sheets in like 5th grade?
Yes! Oh my
Those
gosh, I did those in 3rd
legitimately
grade.
are the source of my time anxiety because my teacher, God bless, I fucking loved the teacher I had in 5th grade for everything except this. And when she transferred up to 6th grade when I did, and I actually told her about this afterwards, and she stopped doing it before. Wait, no, it says something. I was very attentive to Grim. Yeah. That was also, wait, when that project was announced was the only time Patty has ever willingly made physical contact with me, because I went, ugh, and like slammed my head on the desk, and Patty like very vaguely like tapped my shoulder with the very tips of her fingertips and was like, there, it'll be okay. Hey, mouse! But I can literally source my time anxiety back to that because my teacher would, once it got down to a minute, 2 minutes, would be like, 2 minutes, minute 45,
oh Jesus,
minute 15, 1 minute, 140, like 45 seconds, 30 seconds, 20, 19, 18, and the second she said 2 minutes, my brain would stop working. Just, it was done. I could not accomplish anything the second she started counting down. Like, if I can see or hear the timer, I'm having an anxiety attack. I had a timed French homework in high school that I had to literally email my teacher and be like, can I do this without the timer? Because it is visible on my screen, and I keep having anxiety attacks every time I attempt this. And she was like, yeah, sure, go for it. What the fuck?
That's horrible. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Ooh.
To be fair, it was in my accommodation sheet that I didn't, that like if something was timed, I could do it untimed because of this.
Okay.
Yeah, like I got it written into my accommodation sheet, but they were like, is there anything else we should know? I'm like, don't fucking time me. Like 2-hour tests, fine. Do not give me like a 5-minute timer on something. It will not get done and I'll just have an anxiety attack in the hallway. I can't be timed. I'll get it done in the amount of time you need me to. You just can't time me for it. Like, at least have the timer going up instead of down.
Right.
Sometimes
I don't know. Man, I wish I had known what I now know about myself in college, because I feel like I would have been able to do so much better in my classes, because I could have gotten the accommodations that, you know, I actually need.
Okay.
As a very mentally not okay person.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot. Also, Maury, 3 hours is my normal stream time. That's what I mean by like full 3-hour stream. That's not a timer. It's more than 10 minutes, so it's fine. But yeah, I mean, the good news is now you're going into like the next school thing that you're doing with this knowledge. And
that's true.
I feel like you're gonna care more about this school than you did with your other degree.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, like I still regret not having gotten the meteorology degree, but at the same time,
wasn't there just like one class that you couldn't pass or something?
Yeah, I failed Calculus 1 twice at Virginia Tech. Took it at Thomas Nelson, passed it with, I think, a B.
And then Virginia Tech didn't accept it or something?
No, they did, but I was in a position where I would have had basically an entire semester of nothing but physics and math classes. And I looked at that, I looked at all of the anxiety and panic attacks that I had over my fucking math homework and said, I can't do this. I actually can't do this. In one semester, I would have had to have taken Physics 2, Calculus 2, Linear Algebra. I don't know if I would have taken differential equations that semester, or if I would have had to taken something over the summer regardless in order to graduate on time, because at that point all of my classes were prerequisites of each other. And a lot of the classes were like, oh, only available in the fall or only available in the spring. So it just would have taken me like so far back. Hello, Tazza. I don't know. So I would have had to have taken something over the summer, and that would have just.
Sorry,
I would have
listening.
McFucking
Someone
died.
just redeemed double rat, and I had to go retrieve 2 rats.
Oh no!
Yeah, I was listening though. I was listening.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I heard the whole thing. I'm being scratched to all hell. Can you even tell the difference between these 2 rats? Sharp! Look how small she is. Look.
Aww.
The fucking size difference between these 2. Oh yeah, gamer, welcome to part of my streams, which is just I own rats and sometimes they're here. That's why all the little like dancing rat babies and stuff. These are all my rats. Or rats that I have had.
Them.
I hold them like they owe me money because they don't pay rent. Motherfucker. She is very small and doesn't have a full tail. And still kind of skittish is not the right word. She's still nervous about being held. She's fucking chunky and won't show you her full length. But she does have a tail. But she also only has 1 eye. Oh, I promise they came to me with these injuries.
Ollie said my stream is quiet, so I turned it up a little bit. Hopefully it's okay. But yeah, no, Maury, I could not have done it. Like, literally, I was having breakdown after breakdown on all of my Calculus 1 assignments.
Fucking sharp.
There was no way. And the only reason I passed Physics 1 was because of extra credit and test curves.
Sometimes you just gotta tell your professors you're struggling and they'll be like, want an extra credit assignment? They're both very sharp. It's... Oh my god.
The problem with calculus was like the tests accounted for most of the grade, and
This one's a sweetheart.
The highest grade I ever got on a calculus test was, I think, a D.
Oof. That was fucking me in like art history classes occasionally. Like I would just suck at them. How do we know you didn't fight the one in a back alley and that's how they lost her? I actually know the full story of how she lost her eye. I don't know how she lost her tail because she came from a shelter. She came like that. I know I have tail amputation papers, but that's because she came to me with a bone sticking out of the end of her tail, and I had to take her to the vet to get that fixed because, you know, bones aren't supposed to be touching the air. Not exactly a good thing. Cece lost her eye in a fight she started. So, before she came to me, that's why she's with me. Is because she couldn't be used as a breeder rat anymore because she gets too protective when she has babies and starts to fight people. And you lost an eye because of it. So she did start a fight in a back alley, but not with me. With another rat. But she has a very soft and squishy tummy that you can give kisses to.
I just have spiders.
Yeah. Just pull the spiders out.
What do you think I'm doing?
Wait, you're pulling out the spiders. Wait, shit. Yes. Do you have a thing where you can full screen your camera? Yes! Oh my god. Wait, which one is that?
This is Willow. He is my male. He is very, very, very small. Even by male spider standards. And Odax are smaller than Regals, but he is just...
Yeah, they are so streaming tiny. As well as X. Oh god. You wanna go in my sleeve? It's because she is a collectible, but she's the only one, and she's precious, and nobody else can have her. I love her dearly. as you can see by the fact that she's just chilling right here as I literally snuggle and hold her, and she's like, ah, yes. Love.
There, I got it to focus.
Little Piter.
My little boy. He's also very thin right now because he won't fucking eat.
Do you want to chill somewhere other than my lap? It's Siviana. Can we... Did I spell that right? Yeah, I did. There.
Spimder. He just hanging out.
This is apparently where they're chilling now, which sucks because it's directly against my skin! And they have sharp little nail swords. They got sharp little knives on their feet.
I was very taken aback for a second because I forgot that I had an alert for a follower alert. Hold on. I don't know if this is picking up my Yeah, I'm fixing it.
What did I just do? Oh, I went to mod view. Why the fuck did I do that? Go back. Ow, sharp ass shit. I gave you your antibiotics today, right? You're not just making weird noises?
I made a new scene, and for some reason, OBS doesn't want to pick up my mic by default, so I have to, like, manually put it on. And that's, like, a recent thing that happened. So now you can hear me. But yes, spider. I was just talking about how small he is.
Ah, fucking sharp! You are sharp! Please understand that that is my skin, and your nails hurt! Ow!
I swear I'm not. Hold on. It should be
okay,
now.
the rats are getting put away because I'm in physical pain! Ow!
Aww. Vicious. Is it fixed now? Am I done being stupid? I forgot to hit transition this time is why. Anyway. There's a recent issue with OBS. So when I changed scenes, I forgot that I needed to add in my audio input capture.
Y'all are just gonna slowly see red scratches appear on my fucking chest, because that shit hurt. Zix,
Vicious
why
babies.
are you scary? Also, Panda, that fucking sucks.
Once more, though, I was just talking about how small this spider is. He
is a small little baby boy.
He is baby. Like, even by male spider standards, he is baby. And he won't fucking eat. Yeah, I'm talking about you. I'd show you the girl, she's a lot bigger, but she's like... She's very wrapped up in her hammock. You cannot see her.
Yeah. She's gone.
Like... Like, her web is fucking thick.
I need to get more blues in here because this is all looking very monotone and I have to get some difference in color in here. I'm gonna call my stepdad and pray for me, y'all. Oh no, I'm terrified of rats, but I'm super extra scared of spiders. You're the one that redeemed Double Rat! Also, Zix is not kidding about the self-deprecation shit I lead, by the way. Just in case you were wondering.
I kind of figured.
Yeah. Like spiders and guacamole. Sorry, I have your chat up
What
too.
more could you want?
I have your chat up too, so I have the full picture of what's happening, because I always end up doing that.
Also, thank you for the follow, Zix. You didn't hear me laughing when you followed because I forgot that I had the follower notification that said, "Oh shit, oh rat."
Y'all want to see some
Started cracking
bullshit?
me up.
Y'all want to see some fucking color theory bullshit real quick? One sec. You see this color that I'm... Okay, let me zoom in. See this color right here that I'm coloring with that looks fucking like bluish purpley, right? So this is on like just a normal background. It's fucking orange.
That's orange?
It's like a peach color.
Huh.
And like, I'm gonna, for proof that I didn't switch colors, like, coloring it in the same spot, like, this is what people on TikTok mean when they talk about color theory as shit. Yeah, I guess
no, you're absolutely right.
Yeah. Like, God, I can feel the rat scratches raising up here. Yeah. Like, if I went over this shit with straight blue, it would look so weird. So instead I go over it with a really neutral orange, and it just looks fucking blue. Oh, yeah. Like, if I was just doing, like, blue... Like, actually, wait. Let's do same tonality, same saturation levels, but blue. Would be like that. Which I'm actually probably going to add some in. Because I like it. Yeah. Colors impact each other so much, and like, it's fascinating.
Yet frustrating.
Yeah, it's fascinating yet frustrating. Because you'll look at a picture reference and you're like, oh, that's purple. And then you'll put it down or you'll zoom in or color pick off that picture reference and it's like, that's on the fucking blue spectrum. It's just really, like, because you can just make that look like purple. Or, but I use this trick a lot. I'll make greens out of this, go over here, out of this area, in the, like, color square of yellow. And it will look green. That's yellow, but it looks green. Because of what you mixed it with. Because if you mix yellow and black, you get green. So even though it says yellow up here on the little thing, it's a lie. It's lying to you. Words are hard, numbers are harder, and colors are hardest. I like the expanded. I like it the expansion. Because I need to make this stand out from the background a little bit, you know?
Yeah, I will say, like, I'm actually excited for the color theory class that I'm gonna be taking because God, do I need it.
So much fun. It's gonna be like, frustrating as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Because I remember in our painting class, we had to do color theory projects where we were given these, they were essentially paint chips. like that you get at Lowe's, but they were like really nice paper. This in a bunch of different colors, and we had to find all of these things, including 3 colors that when one of them is like separated and laid on top of the other 2 looks like 2 different colors. And then we had to find 4 colors that you make 2 of them look the same depending on what color they're on top of. And like it was like shit like that. And we had to do that with paper, and then we had to paint it.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like, did it hurt my fucking brain? Yes. Was it so fucking useful for understanding how colors actually work? Yes. Like, that shit, like, was miraculous looking at it sometimes. I'm trying to make a cover for my book, but it's kind of tricky, and I'm too scared to read my witchy book in public. Just make one of those hardcover book wrap things out of just black construction paper and just write Bible on it. I'm sorry, Val's Northern Discomfort doesn't do anything by itself. Bibble. Yeah, just write Bibble on it instead of Bible, but write it and make one of the B's like fucking backwards. That's just a D. Make like an E backwards or some shit, like a child wrote it. Yeah. And then just draw Satan on the front. The dipple. Fuck with people. Make it fun, make it interesting. Also, Eileen, I'm literally just adding fucking random ass colors into my shadows because I felt like my color palette wasn't diverse enough. Just so you're updated on what's going on over here.
Alright.
Like, specifically into my shirt because the shirt doesn't feel like it's the right color. So I'm adding some cool tones into the shadows to help. Because it feels like it's too warm. That's okay, I mostly wanted to see what it did. Fair enough. I'll show you a damn dimple. What? Dimple? I'm gonna hope is the reference there. I might suggest you make one that says something weird like vegetable or how to kill kids. The name of the book is Psychic Witch. Like, I do not live in a safe space for that. I'd get my car broken into if they saw that on the seat. But in all seriousness, just make it say, like, War and Peace. Or, like, what's the fucking name of that book? Is that the name of that book that I'm thinking of? Like, make it say the name of some, like, really dense, hard-to-read book that people are like, oh, I've read this book, and I understood it. Yeah, like, shit like that. Like, make yourself look a little pretentious with it, and then people won't want to talk to you, and the people that do, you can just be like, just stare at them and just don't say anything, just stare at them. And then scream like a pterodactyl. They'll never talk to you again, I promise. Oh no, ads. Goblin, hydrate or diet and stretch. Wait, did I miss them? Oh shit! Chat moved too fast. And posture check, damn. Oh god. Okay, 2 stretches for redeemed, which means I'm standing up, like, and actually. Actually exist for a day. Okay. But no, Tara, what I was saying is make it some really dense, like the Odyssey, Pride and Prejudice, Love and War, or whatever it is, and then no normal person will talk to you. And anyone that does talk to you has read that book, wants to talk about it, and just stare at them completely blank, and if that doesn't make them go away, just start screaming like a pterodactyl, and they'll never start a discussion with you again. You also gotta, like, do this and kind of, like, buck at them a little bit. No, don't do that. They might punch you. Just stare at them and just start screeching. I'll name my layers now. It would work! You can't even tell me that that wouldn't work. Zix is fake redeeming Stretch on your stream. This is so...
Redeemed Stretch with 250 Spidey point.
So yeah, also they're probably gonna come over and start trying to redeem Hydrate. You got water anywhere near you?
I do.
Drink some water and stretch. They're gonna keep yelling at you until you do. I know you can't real redeem yet, because they don't stream enough. If they literally just streamed the minimum amount of time, like, she would already be affiliate.
Look.
You would.
Look, alright.
You would!
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Yeah, because you can't say I'm wrong. Because you would be lying.
I'm not saying you're wrong. But... shut up.
No. Make me.
Oh, I'm lightheaded.
From stretching?
Yes.
Oh god, are you, like...
Dying? Yes.
I was gonna say physically well.
No. I'm gonna use this opportunity to go to the restroom.
Go for it.
I will be right back.
I will entertain everybody in the meantime. Probably. Oh, this is a good color to use. This is a good neutral. Without being neutral. Redeem drinks some goddamn water. I'm pretty sure she already drank water. I think I want to say, because I told her to. How do I change my pronoun tag on here? I don't think Twitch has pronoun tags. The little goblin, I like them, I approve. I mean... yeah, everyone likes Civ. Civ is wonderful. Civ has been my friend for literal years. It does. It's a separate thing that works with Twitch. Oh, I don't have that. Fuck, I need to get that. What is it? Can you send that to me in ideas and feedback so I can, like, remember to add it? Shit. If anybody knows what that is, please let me know and send it to me, because that would be really fucking useful as someone that streams to a bunch of queer people. And also, I do ask people's pronouns, but I forget, and I end up defaulting to they, them, and some people might not want they, them used in reference to them. I say as I have to use they, them, because it's multiple people. Existence is a struggle. It is difficult. This is so much fun. I forgot how fun just painting things was.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. Did you drink water?
Hmm?
Did you drink water before you left?
I had a sip.
Okay. Because as I predicted, they did start trying to drink some goddamn water. Also, I like how they automatically made it Spidey points.
Yeah, no, I'm into it.
Yeah, I think you should keep it when you get affiliate, because you're gonna get affiliate if you just keep streaming.
I need a kick in the ass to keep.
That's what
streaming.
I'm here for!
Like, it takes so much effort to be like, okay, I'm gonna stream today.
That's literally what we're doing right now. This is a kick in the ass.
I know, it's a lot.
Yeah. Let's see if it works, damn it. Goblin, who was your friend from that one Minecraft stream that had the villain laugh, and do they stream? A recent Minecraft stream, which means it's someone in my Discord server. That could be so many people, but I don't think any... Unless you're thinking... Oh, it's Zix? It's Zixius! It's Zixios, who's in chat now! Zixios is the only other streamer that I believe was playing with me for the past few Minecraft streams. Zix, you have a villain laugh, and Mouse wants to support you. Zix streamed last night for the first time in like a while.
Prince said, please be my comfort streamer.
Makes sense. Prince really wants you to be their comfort streamer because I'm not. Because apparently I'm not comforting.
I still don't understand, though. I'm like, but why?
Yeah. Because you're comforting, apparently. I mean, it makes sense to me.
It doesn't to me.
All I remember saying the words vegetable vegeta. I was doing Elden Ring last night. Why did I do the taffy thing to try and remember? Well, my brain's dead.
You good,
And now
bro?
I live in this chat. Yeah, my brain just like stopped functioning for a hot second. Because tapping makes brain work. Trust me, I didn't make that up. Oh yeah, no, I'll trust you more. You're clearly a doctor who has been trained and educated in shit like this. Like, obviously, why wouldn't I trust you? You have a medical degree, don't you? You wouldn't lie to me about that.
And I appreciate that you're here, Zix. Prince just confuses me.
Prince apparently has just spent too much time around me. Rude. To be fair, I can't even like actually say rude to that because Prince has stopped counting as human interaction for me because we've spent so much time around each other.
I guess that's just how it goes when you live together.
Yeah, it kind of is. That's why I keep being like, hey Eileen, do you want to hang out? Do you want to hang out? Do you want to come over and watch a movie? I'll make Katsudan. Actually, it's probably good that you didn't come over because the Katsudan did not turn out well. I think the oil was too hot and the breadcrumbs got burned.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I
yes.
would always love to come over. However, you asked me literally right after I got back from.
Yeah, I knew it was a long shot.
Yeah.
But
spending 2 weeks with Noah is exhausting.
Yeah. I will say it's easier in that regard when you live with your partner because it's like not every day, because instead of just a visit, because it's like not every day you feel like you have to do something to like make the most of it.
Yeah, and I mean we were like talking about that. It's like we feel like we have to entertain each other when it's specifically
like a visit.
Like a visit. and we live, 10 hours away from each other.
Yeah. It's also, we always, as Prince just mentioned in your chat, we do always just invite you over so you can, like, feel fucking welcome in our home. Goddamn vampire.
I am a vampire, thank you very much.
Yeah, Eileen will not come over unless directly invited because otherwise they feel like they're intruding. Despite us multiple times saying that you're not intruding and we love having you over.
Look, I'd feel weird just, like, straight up asking.
Just ask. Just ask, just come over. You don't even have to ask, you could show up on our fucking doorstep. And we'd be like, oh yeah, chill. I know you're not. But like, I'm taking it to the extreme to make a point. I am using fucking lime green to make this look more neutral. Painting makes no sense.
Wish I understood a damn thing about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, but 6, that is very fun. Oh, everyone's fucking lurking now.
Just crawl through the window like a real spider.
We're on the 2nd floor, that'd be quite an accomplishment, but we do have a balcony to make it a little easier.
Like a spider.
Try 6 and it's still not working. I think I'm done with the shirt for where I need it at. But now I feel like the face isn't rendered enough, but like, we'll deal with that later. I haven't touched this fucking arm, but I'm not going to at the moment. How are you doing?
I don't even know, man.
It looks good. I would try adding some more varied color and making... Because it looks like you're just taking a lot from how you do cell shading, which isn't bad, but blended lines also exist.
I know, I'm just like... How do?
Low opacity. Low opacity and a lot of eyedropper tool.
Look. I don't know what I'm doing. At all.
I feel like if we gave Mori permission to come over, if Mori lived, you know, in this country, if we gave Mori our address and permission to come over at any point, we would wake up at 3 AM with Mori, like, I don't know, eating fucking rice, standing over our beds, just like, sup. Like, I don't know, that's just a vibe. Mori, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. I don't think I'm wrong. Yeah, sup, you have soda? And it's just like, yeah, in the fridge. Like, it's just like, I found the rice in the rice cooker because they were out on the counter. Where's the drinks? Nah, I only show up when invited. But when invited, yeah, I feel like if we gave you an open invitation of, oh, come over anytime, like, that's what would happen. Mori, just come up and visit us, you know, in, like, a completely different country. We're not gonna kidnap you. Don't worry about it. We won't kidnap you. We're trustworthy. You should come visit us and tell no one you're here. This is a joke, please. Please don't arrest me. That's not an evil expression after an ominous invite. Very trustworthy. Exactly. See, you already understand. Ah, yes, the titties.
Timdy.
Timby. Which channel do you want it in? Ideas and feedback. Pupper really do be given his best sad let me out face. My brain just keeps stopped to like not working for a minute anymore today. I don't know what it is. What did you remember?
Do what now?
My brain just stops working.
Oh.
And it just keeps that. I might be getting that horrible chica plushie to myself. Oh my god.
Did you get enough sleep?
Yeah, I slept for like 10 hours. Go for it. Go for it, Terry. I literally slept for like 10 or 11 hours. I went to bed at like midnight and got up at like 10. Like... And it wasn't like bad sleep either. Like, I knocked the fuck out. I was done. I'm actually gonna do this pronoun shit now. So I wanna download it and see everyone's pronouns. Log in to Twitch. Authorize. They got neo pronouns and shit in here too. Okay. Works with Firefox and Chrome for now. So it won't work on my Twitch chat. So it won't work on my Twitch chat. Fuck. I'm still adding the extension to like my Chrome.
Who is messaging me?
I don't know.
The D&D chat.
Oh. Pen. There we go, that's the pin button. Okay. It's working. Oh, fuck. Goblin, when you finally reach North Dakota, I'm visiting, don't worry. Okay, if I ever just randomly take a trip to North Dakota, I'll let you know. I mean, maybe one day I'll take a trip to Colorado, but like...
North Dakota doesn't exist.
North Dakota is not a place, is it? Is it? Wait.
That was a joke!
I don't know anything, okay? My brain, I've already stated my brain is not functioning today.
I'm so
yeah,
proud
Zix, if I went to Colorado, I'd be visiting you. Because like the only other places I would have to visit like my internet friends is literally like other places in Virginia, South Carolina, Panda's in my fucking hometown, and we never met up at any given point because we didn't figure that out until I moved here. I know. Because I didn't say where I lived until I moved here because I still lived there. You know? So, like... I don't don't know. I don't know what I was saying anymore. But yeah, like, I don't have a lot of places where I can just go, like, visit my internet friends. Colorado is, like, the most interesting one so far. Because it's just, like, place that I've lived before in Virginia. I had a reason to go to Kentucky at one point. I guess I could go to wherever the fuck Kaimi lives. Maury, you're a wonderful viewer. I'm not sure if I'm traveling to another country to visit someone. That shit's expensive. Also, I'm gonna get fucking kidnapped.
Why does this music remind me of Kingdom Hearts? This music is actually from Spyro the Dragon.
Which game is it from? Like,
huh?
which, there's multiple Spyros, isn't there? I'm not.
Spyro the Dragon.
Oh, I thought
original.
you were just stating the fact that Spyro was a dragon.
The very first Spyro game.
I'm doing great today, y'all. See, I'm keeping in line with Zix's rule. I'm not saying anything self-deprecating.
I'm very proud of you.
I'm saying that I'm doing great. In a completely sincere and honest way.
Ghost boo ghost.
Hey, Vortex! Thank you so much for the resubscribe. It's been 10 fucking months. Holy shit. How are you doing today? Also, y'all help me. I need ideas for subscription goal, like, rewards. And if y'all have anything good for sub rewards. Or for follower rewards. You fucking better. Don't make it. Joke's on you! It's a private VC. It's literally in our fucking DM message thing. So you can't come into this VC chat. Haha. Fucker. Where'd my pen go? Zix, we're immune. You'll just have to keep peeking the fucking Twitch chat. You can't even come into the VC. Well, the audio doesn't, for calls and stuff, I don't think pops up when I'm on streamer mode, so... There are worse things. It's a really pretty purple that I accidentally just made. I love Clip Studio Paint. If I can get one of you, I can eventually get both of you. I don't think you even have Civ's Discord. So. Good luck. But don't worry, you won't need to. We're not being self-deprecating. Anti-threats anyway.
I have no fucking idea what I'm doing.
I'm gonna come check in on you. I feel like the collar shadow needs to be blended out.
Well, I was just re-blocking it out, I guess, because
okay.
I was not happy with it.
The purple in the face makes me really happy. The purple in the shadow on the left side of the face makes me very happy.
I'm
like,
glad.
You're doing the colors and the shadows and shit right. You're doing a good job. Keep up the good work. Nobody ever actually knows what they're doing. I'm doing pretty good, Vortex. How are you?
I'm just like, I don't know if I like this, but I'm also very not used to this style.
Yeah. Also, all paintings... This is the one thing about working in this style. All paintings and stuff like this have a point in where you look at it and you go, this fucking sucks. This looks disgusting.
Oh yeah, it's the ugly phase of painting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It exists and will happen in pretty much every painting you do, and you just have to learn to ignore it and push through it. It gets better. Just don't do that to your problems. Yeah, don't ignore your problems. Ignore the ugly face in your paintings.
No, I ignore my problems too.
No, you shouldn't be doing that. This is why we need therapy. Probably a stupid question, but why do you have 5 rats on my screen? I redid my overlay, and so we got Annie. Then over there, we got on the top, in order, we got Cece and Theo. And then on the chat box, we have Ophelia and Rook. And the true answer is because I could. And I loved it. You might not have been here for that stream when I redid my overlays to include this. Sometimes when your blending looks streaky, you just need a bigger brush.
What?
You pushing down your problems and ignoring them. I'm not sure if it's me, but am I? Hold up. That should make everything a little bit louder, but
Oh, yeah, every time I try to watch your stream, you're so quiet.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, fuck! I always thought I was, I don't know, I talk loud, I guess, so my brain doesn't think I need to do anything else. I also think my mic got moved, like, a while ago on accident. Because it needs to honestly be, like, over here-ish when I stream. I just always forget to actually put it there. Because I push it off when I'm not streaming, and then I forget to move it. Is that better? LOL, and hey, don't shush me. Let's talk about what's going on. Oh god. Zix is doing the therapy thing. Again.
Don't worry about it.
Let us have our happy little stream, Zix. We're painting happy little people. I have a Chrome extension that I control the volume to be louder, but so I never bothered. On the other hand... On what other hand? I only got 2.
I was gonna say, I don't
With
know.
some horror streams.
Oldfield doesn't look very happy.
Yeah. Seraphina's happy most of the time when she's not having an existential crisis.
Which is every other session.
Which is every other session. Listen, she has a lot to have existential. She has a lot of reasons to have existential dread.
She can join Aramoth in that corner.
Aramoth and Seraphina are at some point just gonna be sitting at a bar and being like, so how's your day going? And it's like, well, we're here, aren't we?
Yeah.
I need them to be better friends.
Same though.
Like, I need that to happen very much. I don't know what else. Oh, I gotta do like the boots and actually do like the hands and the hair and the face a little bit more and shit. But I like seriously don't feel like doing super detailed rendering on this. Mostly because I'm lazy. If I suddenly decide I want to, I can always come back to it.
That soundtrack video ended with the PlayStation 1 startup noise, and that made me very happy.
Ah! Just pure fucking dopamine.
Yes.
I'm just like slowly turning up my volume every once in a while until someone starts telling me I'm too loud. I feel like it's actually going to be better to have myself be too loud than too quiet, because it's easier to turn something down than it is to turn something up, because you can only turn stuff up so far.
That is true.
But you can turn things all the way down to mute. Oh, fuck. Okay, we've saved. Y'all can't see the little thing in the corner, but it's like right here-ish. That has an asterisk by it if I haven't saved, but I promise I've saved. I just Command S because it's easier. How does this look if I don't have the sketch layer on? That's how I test things. Is if it still functions without the sketch layer, then I should be fine.
Joke's on you, Zix. Procreate saves automatically.
Ha! Eat shit. But I think I'm also gonna leave the sketch layer on this one because I like it.
You still listening, gentlemen?
Spyro music in general just makes me very happy.
It's the nostalgia factor as well.
It is.
Yeah, everyone yells at me to save because I constantly forget to. And it's not
I
like
would too.
Clip Studio crashes a lot or anything like that I have to be worried about, but I just forget to save, and then I'm like, oh, well, fuck. Oh, it's hard to watch stream when I'm running between plugged in phone and sync to see what's happening. Welcome back, mouse. Okay, we need actual, like, lights in the eyes and shit.
Also, I like the name Gobbles.
Yeah, Gobbles, Gobs, Gobby.
Gobby Gobbos.
Yeah, Gobbo. Like, I've received so many fucking nicknames. It's wonderful.
You still listening,
I love
gentlemen?
that.
Same.
That last few minutes might have been a little
I'm like not sure if I should stick with Civ or what.
I like it.
But is it like a good stream name, you know?
I think it is.
Gobstopper.
Gobstop, what the fuck? Well, that eye turned out really well with very little effort, so I'm not gonna question how the fuck I did that, and I'm just gonna not touch it anymore. The Grey Gobble. I gave them the last name McScrungles last night.
McScrungles.
I don't remember that, and I was the streamer! What the fuck? Why don't I recall- Oh, I was drinking. But I didn't have that much. I had like 2 drinks and that's it. My first name is McStruggles. Listen, what's that fucking word TikTok uses? Scrumbly? Is that what I'm thinking of? Tick's just like,
I have no
"Aw,
idea. I'm not on
Scrumbly."
TikTok.
Rip to Zix. Yeah, rip to Zix just all the time. Zix is secretly a ghost. doing the face and then I just jump over to the hand instead.
I do that a lot. Like sometimes you just get bored of working in one place.
I just had this color that I had picked and I liked it and I wanted to use it for the shading in the hand.
Spyro is honestly something I could play on stream.
Yeah. Zix, your life isn't a sitcom, your life is a fucking, like, drama. With a sprinkle of, like, not quite true crime, but almost. Wow, I am really all over the fucking place today. I'm sorry, what? I couldn't hear you. Spell hear right, maybe I'll repeat it. Your life is a drama, not a sitcom. Yep. Got it in one. Yes, spelling. One of my many weaknesses. Many. You want to list them all for me? Just you know, for fun. I think it'll be interesting. And you can't say math. I know. I'm fully aware of that. You don't have to brag. Yeah, no, I know math. That's why I'm saying, like, I need, like, new information. Something I don't know. Just send me, like, a itemized list of all your weaknesses, and I definitely won't use them against you. Ever. I'm trustworthy. Right?
Huh.
When have I ever betrayed you? Eileen, that one is directed at you.
I plead the fifth.
Understandable, Zix. Okay. Prince and I were in a coffee shop this morning. And this person walked in the door in, like, full punk emo outfit. I'm talking the platform boots, the fucking patch pants, 2 studded belts, one of which had neon green studs in it, like a band t-shirt, and the fucking, like dyed hair with the alternative, like, mullet. And they were like 6 feet tall in the boots. And I was facing the door talking to Prince. I don't remember what I was saying, but I was just talking and they walked in and it was like, blah, blah, blah. And like, just, that was the end of the fucking sentence. And then Prince is like, what? Turns to look and just goes, like, same fucking reaction. Like, both of us just taking a sip of our drink, like, heads in our hands, like, oh, fuck. Fuck.
God, I wish that were me.
It probably is occasionally, Eileen. You're incredibly attractive.
I don't know.
Yeah, Maury, that probably was the last time my brain was active today. It was also probably the first time my brain was active today. Oh my god, what the fuck is up with bots today?
Yeah, you've had a lot. What the heck?
Normally I don't get this many. Wait, it's Brazilian? Mori, is this your fault? Mori, are you bringing the bots into my chat somehow? Big bot. Inho means little. Huh. Beauty's in the eyes of the beholder, no matter you think everyone will beauty differently. Everyone will beauty differently.
Yeah, alright. Also, Prince, it took a while because you were hiding in your room.
Why do you think they were hiding in their room?
Because they're very socially anxious.
Y'all have talked before, though.
Yeah. Meeting in person is different.
See, I just like doing hair. It's fun. Also this. You should make a sound when you ban someone that plays the big thought sound. I don't even know how I would do that. Especially on calls. Ban or delete messages like for bots. I don't know how I would do that. Like, that's a funny idea. I just logically don't know how, like, I would set that up.
Grillmaster 2000? Hell yeah. A real girl boss.
Oh my god. Y'all are fucking crazy. Just set up a soundboard and set it to a keybind. That sounds like a lot of effort. I don't know how to work soundboards. I don't know how to remember keybinds. What?
Now I'm getting them.
What the fuck? I'm a mod in your chat. Hold up. I got it.
I blame you.
That's fair. It's looking really good so far.
Thanks.
Doing a good job.
It looks okay.
Honestly, the bots make me not trust the first time messenger thing, which I think is really bad.
Yeah.
Like every time I see that, I'm like, oh shit, is this just a fucking bot? You know?
Oh, ow. Ooh. Oh. My back hurt.
Why is he backwood?
Shrimp posture.
Sit up. Posture check. Someone... wait.
Thanks.
This is why you should wear your corset when you sit at your desk for long periods of time, because it'll help with your posture.
I'm really thinking about it. Honestly.
I was wearing my corset a lot earlier. I wore my corset out earlier today. I meant to record a video for you on how to lace it up yourself. You do still need to come over so I can, like, A, see how the fuck it laces up so I can help you more. And was that fast? That's not fast typing. I was typing behind my thing. and like B, show you how to lace it up yourself.
Yeah.
And also just see the fucking corset.
It's very nice.
I want to see.
Soon.
Serafina has so much fucking hair. Like, I know it's directly my fault, but like, bro, why did I do this?
Pretty.
Valid. Pretty girls make Brian go burr. Just looks at Eileen.
Shut up.
Never. Fuck you, accept my flirting.
No!
Yes!
No!
One of these days. One of these days. I will win. How am I being weird? How am I being— no, correction. How am I being any weirder than normal? Like, I feel like I'm not being outside of my normal weird.
Yeah, this is just kind of like your normal.
Yeah.
It is okay. I am just very, like, confused, is all. Because I'm like, me? Actual fucking gremlin?
Bitch, I'm literally a fucking goblin. I am currently, content warning, dead pets mentioned. And also just gross stuff. I'm literally currently macerating a rat skeleton on my balcony to be able to retrieve it, and I have skulls in my— and I have bones in my closet. And rocks on my— like, everywhere. Like,
Okay, but, like, you're a pretty goblin.
bitch, you're a pretty garblin, or whatever the— gremlin. Like, the fuck?
Goblin.
Accept it. But 6, how am I being any weirder than normal? Because I'm pretty sure this is just my normal state of being so far. You're aware I flirt with all my friends. Damn, the fuck, y'all both weirdos. I can cut the tension here with my— oh, yeah. No, that was me replying to you being like, what— like, are you in your server? What VC are you in? I'm like, hat, we're not. We're not the VC. This is exclusive. And then Prince is gonna come over here and be poetic. I'm gonna sit here and scream compliments at you, and Prince will be poetic about it.
Thanks.
Damn, Panda. Panda, if I still lived in Charlotte, I'd come pick you up. Zix is just existing. Zix is making sure we're not being self-deprecating. Please, bro, my ass fucking hurts from this chair. It might take like 7 hours. I know, Zix. Okay. I think I'm almost done.
That was fast.
You have to remember I have finished literal paintings in like one night.
I know.
And like during critique, like this is what I do, is just like, not only the thing is I am the definition of fast and loose, like just applied to painting, because
It
like
still scares me.
I've done this shit for years. I think I still need to work on a couple parts. I kind of like the arms how they are. Oh fuck, I haven't even touched the boots yet. God damn it. Except that is hopefully on the way, but you know. Yeah. What do I have to do with boots? We've also almost been up for 3 hours, so.
Yeah.
It's a good amount of time. What, do you know what time we're starting D&D today? Like 8?
I think something like that, yeah.
Okay, because I need to make dinner. We went by the farmer's market and got
Ooh.
some, like, fresh mushrooms and, like, onions and shit. Like, we got, like, fresh shiitake mushrooms.
Damn.
That literally look like they've just been pulled straight from the ground and put in a bag. And I'm, like, sitting here, like, drooling over them. Like, we found a really small one and we just ate it raw because it was delicious. Like... That was really cool. Kaimi! Thank you so much for resubscribing. How are you doing? Mushrooms are a vibe and great, but why can't you eat mushrooms? Wait, are you allergic to mushrooms? Doing alright, just woke up from nap, had to call off work because I'm sick. Oh no! Oh shit. Straight up, I'm just gonna be super lazy with the boots because it's not like they're a focal point here. There's enough going on that they just need to look like boots.
That's another thing I need to remember.
Is that sometimes shit just doesn't have to be good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because chances are people aren't going to be really looking at it.
Yeah. I think I'm done, at least for now. If it ain't poisonous, I'm eating. Same. I hate the texture and I've never been able to get over the texture. It's just I'd rather not get aggressively set. Go for it. They fucking suck. Have you tried eating raw mushrooms? Because the texture might be you not liking cooked mushroom texture instead of raw mushroom texture. Because there is a significant difference. But yeah. I think I'm done. I'm very happy with the hair. You're still being a perfectionist.
Shut up!
I pop in just in time to see you open your layers.
I have 3!
I know, I'm just poking fun at you.
I have 3!
I know. I'm just lovingly making fun of you.
Whatever.
Fuck backgrounds.
I'll lovingly put you in a ditch.
Bet, let's go. You know my address. Pretty sure there's a ditch around the corner. But yeah, fuck backgrounds.
I agree.
We're just sticking with this orangeness. I think I'm happy with it. At least happy enough to not fuck with it anymore for now.
I like it.
Yeah. Generally, once I get done with, like, her hair, I'm like, I like it. I think it's done. Oh shit, Kaimi, all my layers are already named. All of them are already named. Because I only have, like, 5 layers. I can't just rename my layers. That's not the name of the redeem. Lovingly puts it out. Just lovingly take me out back. Give me the old Yeller treatment.
Put you down like old Yeller.
Yeah.
Behind the Wendy's. Behind the Wendy's. That's
Nah, in a fucking Denny's parking lot. Let's go. Honestly, yes, it's a little better. Then it's just not worth it. Yes, and it's honestly a little better that it's just not worth it. Yeah. Northern discomfort again? Already. Prince wants it to be behind the Wendy's because Prince wants us to pick them up Wendy's.
That's fair, honestly. I could go for some Wendy's.
I'm making burgers.
Why did you have to tell me that?
Because I want you to come over.
We got D&D, fool.
I know. That's the only problem there. I like a couple little detail things that I could kind of do. I'm kind of lazy as well. I say as I'm literally in the process of doing the detail things that I'm also too lazy to do. Oh fuck, she has freckles. Fuck me. Hold up, actually no, this needs to happen on another layer. Cause I can't paint over the freckles. Where's my fucking splatter brush? Fuck this shit. Kaimi, we have no reason to lie. Oh, I gotta add random static too, because it's Seraphina. this, I might actually just go and cook because I'm getting kind of hungry. Yeah, Gabby's gotta eat. I gotta make burgers. I gotta use them fresh shiitake mushrooms while they're still fresh shiitake mushrooms.
Burger.
Burger. I want to see how you're doing. It's looking really good so far. I really think you just need to keep up what you're doing, and it's gonna be great.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
That's fair. You don't gotta. Knowing what you're doing is boring. But I'm gonna wrap up stream because it's been like 3 hours. And yeah, we do have extra burger meat. Just saying. Just saying, Civ. But yeah, thank you everyone for stopping by and hanging out for the art stream. It has been great. I'm gonna go eat off camera because, you know, I have to make the whole meal. I am making burgers from scratch. Kaimi, just come up, we'll make you a burger. Good night, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night and a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.
Thank you for streaming with me.
No problem.